This video to discuss featured stocks, and when you go out and look at a featured stock, you will see list. Here I am up on the YouTube site, and you'll see the word suspect or possibly prospect at the end of the title of the featured stock. That just means that the conclusion that was reached during the video was that either the stock is considered to be, either suspect or prospect. And that in no way is a recommendation to the stock, and that's what I want to be clear about in this video is to what exactly it means to say a stock is suspect or prospect. Now, before I move forward with that discussion, I do want to point out that when you go up to the website and you do see a featured stock, you should notice that during the video there is up here in the left-hand corner the date of when the video was recorded. So you'll want to make sure that you realize exactly the relative date of when the video was shot. Now, if you come to the site through the Dropbox, those dates of when the recording was made is shown right in the link name. But if you're out here on the YouTube site, you will not see a date in the title, but you will see it soon after, or if you look in the left-hand corner as you're watching the video. So let's go talk about what suspect and prospect means. Well, on the range of, I guess you could call it recommendations. To me, when you're thinking about a stock, you start off and you just kind of run into a stock. It's just, I call it scouting. You're just kind of hunting, and you may have a list of stocks that someone's mentioned to you. You haven't done any analysis on it yet, but there's maybe just a list of stocks that you're thinking about evaluating a little bit further. But the other extreme would be stocks that you've looked at quite carefully, and you've either put them on a candidate list, which is a short list where you think, hey, these stocks are likely deserving of possible investment. And then when you get time to actually select, you would move them into a recommended or even an endorsed list. And if it's something that you're choosing to do yourself, you'd possibly go out and buy or sell or whatever you decide to do with the stock. So from just hunting to scouting to ending up where you're recommending and doing, between those two extremes is really what we're talking about with suspect and prospect. So suspect, this means based on the look that was done during the featured stock video, there was some doubt about the merits of the investment, and that's all you can really say is it's less likely for good outcome. But it's not saying that definitively whether there'll be a good outcome or not. It's just less likely. Saw enough that they're just doubting whether it's worth pursuing and ever looking at it more closely and moving on to becoming a candidate and possibly even recommending or endorsing. A prospect says, hey, upon a quick look through the featured stock feature, got some belief that we're seeing that it might be more likely than less likely that there might be something worthwhile here. But again, it would require more looking into, and you as an investor decide whether you want to move forward or not. And so that really gets me to last comment I want to make on this video, which is if you go out to the launch page, and here at the bottom there is a terms and section, and I just want to make sure you understand that the Polaris site is provided as it is, and it's purely informational. When you come to the site, that's why we purposely don't enter any kind of a ticker into the eventually over here you type in whatever stock you want to go look at. So it's a tool for allow you to structure your thinking around a stock, but in no way does Polaris recommend any specific stock, nor based on your inputs should you ever consider what it's showing in terms of a buy or a sell. Those are just verbs that are applied to a suggestion of what you should be thinking. You enter a stock ticker of your choosing. You go down and possibly make some changes to the input variables like we've discussed in many videos out there in closer look type videos, and you decide yourself whether you want to move forward or not. These featured stock videos are just simply to try to give you more a place to go and see how other people do how they use the site and how they come to conclusions about a stock. So again, the stock is intended for informational only, and really not intended for you to make a trading decision. It's a place to get ideas, to maybe move it down. Your stock that you're thinking about moving, maybe move it to a prospect at best, which is what the featured videos end up concluding, is just whether it's a suspect or a prospect. But to actually make it a viable candidate and something you would actually go forward with, that's really only for you to decide how you move from a Polaris stock that maybe you concluded as a prospect, but how you move to actual buy decision is up to you. All right, thanks.